who knows? Could be compatibility issues.
Okay.
Right person, wrong time.
You gotta be crazy if you think I'd never helped or gave her a couple of dollars to grab some food, or she gave me some money to go get some food. You know what I mean?
All right, we need to break down what just happened because Travis Kelce's former girlfriend has gone viral after making a comment that has the entire Swiftie community in an uproar. Fans are reacting strongly, and the situation has quickly turned into a full-blown online frenzy. Let's unpack everything. First, let's talk about the Kayla Nicole moment, because this is the clip that's dominating social media feeds right now. Kayla recently appeared on a TikTok live blind dating segment hosted by Love Island's Irene, and things took an interesting turn during the conversation. At one point, she was asked how long she's been single. Kayla responded that it's been around 3 years. For anyone keeping track, that timeline lines up almost exactly with her 2022 breakup with Travis Kelce, which is why the internet immediately started connecting the dots. Then Irene followed up with the big question: why did that last relationship end? Kayla's response is what truly set social media ablaze. She explained, paraphrasing here, that it may have come down to compatibility differences. She also described it as the right person at the wrong time. Notably, she never mentioned Travis by name. Not once. But given the timing, the history, and the phrasing she used, fans didn't need it spelled out. The connection was made almost instantly. Within hours, the clip had spread everywhere, fueling speculation and sending the internet into overdrive. Now this is where things really escalated. Swifties did not respond lightly. The reaction online was swift and intense. Some fans accused Kayla of revisiting a chapter that closed back in 2022, pointing out just how much time has passed since the breakup. Others argued that Travis has clearly moved on, especially after publicly expressing deep admiration for Taylor, making Kayla's comments feel unnecessary to them. A few reactions went even further, with some fans claiming her remarks felt excessive or attention-seeking. The phrase "right person, wrong time" quickly began trending, sparking heated debate across social media platforms all weekend. The conversation ultimately split into two camps. One side believes Kayla is simply speaking openly about her past and processing her experiences in her own way, which, to be fair, looks different for everyone. The other side feels the timing is questionable, especially with ongoing reports that Travis and Taylor's wedding plans are progressing and could be just months away. Adding another layer to this is the history between Kayla and Travis. The two were together, on and off, for 5 years from 2017 to 2022. Their relationship began after she reached out to him directly around New Year's, and over time they built something serious. When it ended, neither offered detailed explanations publicly. Travis later addressed the breakup during an appearance on the Pivot podcast, pushing back against rumors about financial issues. He made it clear that they were in a committed relationship for 5 years, supported one another, and shared responsibilities like any couple would. And now, years later, a single phrase has reopened the entire conversation. Since then, Kayla has continued to share glimpses of her experience in the public eye. During her appearance on Special Forces, she became emotional while reflecting on how difficult the breakup was, especially with so much of it playing out in front of millions of people. She spoke about the pressure, the scrutiny, and how challenging it can be to move forward when your personal life becomes a trending topic. It was one of the few times viewers saw her openly vulnerable about how deeply the split affected her. She also took the stage alongside Toni Braxton for a performance that some fans interpreted as a subtle jab, which only added more fuel to the speculation. And now, with this latest viral moment, the conversation has reignited all over again. Meanwhile, Taylor has never publicly addressed Kayla or the past relationship. Still, some Swifties are convinced that the track Opalite includes a quiet lyrical nod, though that remains purely fan theory. During the same TikTok live, Kayla also spoke candidly about dating in 2026, saying it's tough across the board and joking that the bar is in hell. She added that her updated list of standards now begins with something simple: having a steady job. The comment drew laughs, but it also came across as someone being honest about the challenges of starting over, especially when doing so under constant public attention. Whether people see it as shade, coincidence, or just someone navigating life after a high-profile relationship, one thing is clear: the internet is watching every word closely. While the online chatter about Kayla was dominating timelines, the football conversation around Travis took a sharp turn as well. Over on ESPN, analysts began debating whether the Kansas City Chiefs should bring him back, and the discussion quickly grew intense. Former NFL executive Mike Tannenbaum stood firmly by the opinion he shared the week prior, stating plainly that he would not re-sign Travis Kelce. Tannenbaum's reasoning centered on long-term roster strategy. He argued that team executives and coaches have to evaluate players based on future production, not past achievements. In his view, decisions can't be rooted in legacy or sentiment. They have to reflect what a player is likely to contribute moving forward. And just like that, the conversation shifted from personal headlines to professional uncertainty. He went on to say that, in his opinion, Travis appears to be losing a step compared to earlier seasons. Tannenbaum highlighted several younger tight end prospects entering the draft, including Kenyon Suddy, Max Klar, and Michael Trigg, as examples of fresh talent teams could develop for the future. His overall stance was clear: show appreciation for everything Travis has accomplished, celebrate the legacy, but start planning for the next era. In other words, honor what he's meant to the franchise, and then turn the page. On the flip side, former NFL defensive back Jason Kelce completely disagreed with that take. He pushed back strongly, saying that bringing Travis back shouldn't even be a debate. Kelce argued that people have grown so accustomed to Travis performing at an elite level year after year that even the slightest statistical dip sparks overreactions. In his view, expectations have become almost unrealistically high because of how dominant Travis has been for so long. His point was simple: when a player sets the bar that high for nearly a decade, anything short of spectacular suddenly gets labeled as decline, even if the production is still strong by league standards. Kelce highlighted that Travis continues to be a key contributor for the Chiefs. He still leads the team in receptions, receiving yards, and targets, and is tied for the team lead in touchdowns. In his eyes, Travis remains a highly productive player who clearly deserves to keep wearing that uniform. The contrast between the two takes was wild. One guy says, honor him and let. Some analysts called it a no-brainer to keep him, while others suggested letting him go would be the obvious move. Looking at the numbers, though, it's hard to argue with Kelce's perspective: 76 catches, 851 yards, and 5 touchdowns. For most tight ends in the NFL, that would be a career year. For Travis, some are framing it as if it signals the end of the road. Adding another layer, Jason Kelce shared his own emotions ahead of the Super Bowl. In an exclusive interview with People, he admitted it feels strange not being on the field, or seeing Travis play, for the first time in years. He reflected on a 3-year stretch where either he, Travis, or both were suiting up for the biggest games in football, starting with the Kelce Bowl in 2023 against the Eagles and continuing through Travis's Super Bowl appearances in 2024 and 2025. Now, for the first time in that span, neither brother is playing. Jason also noted that he and Kylie have a packed Super Bowl week with events and commitments, but the absence of playing, or watching his brother play, still hits differently. He retired at 36 after 13 seasons with the Eagles. Travis is now the same age with the same number of seasons under his belt, facing the same decision. Meanwhile, online speculation has spun a narrative, admittedly a stretch, suggesting that Travis is prioritizing football over his relationship with Taylor. The idea goes that with a wedding on the horizon, countless off-field ventures, and Taylor reportedly wanting to settle into married life, Travis's choice to play another season seems questionable. Sources close to the couple have firmly pushed back, emphasizing that Taylor has always supported Travis's football career and would never ask him to retire before he's ready. Travis himself addressed it earlier this year on New Heights, saying he still has a deep love for the game and, if his body allows and he feels capable of giving it his all, he would absolutely return for another season. The notion that Travis playing football somehow means his choosing fame over Taylor misses the reality of how their relationship works. Taylor has consistently shown up at every game she could attend, even shaping her album cycles around his schedule. She's written songs inspired by him in the context of football. If anything, Travis returning for another season gives Taylor a front row seat to the spotlight, and she appears completely comfortable with that. Amid all the online drama, the ex-girlfriend headlines, the ESPN debates, retirement speculation, and the wedding countdown, another complication has quietly emerged. The trademark lawsuit with the sneaker company over the 1587 Prime name is still ongoing, with Patrick Mahomes also named in the filing. The brand claims the restaurant name could confuse consumers and wants it shut down. While it likely won't derail major plans, it adds another layer to an already intense off-season for Travis. Stepping back, the bigger picture shows Travis Kelce standing at a crossroads of some of life's biggest decisions. Marriage, career, legacy, and public perception, all unfolding simultaneously. While his ex goes viral, ESPN debates his future, and his brother reflects on the absence on the field, the world is watching. Whether he returns for a 14th season or retires with 3 rings and a wedding on the horizon, one thing is undeniable. No one in sports is living a more fascinating life right now.